Welcome to episode 2 plus of Chrysanthemum Wheels, where we'll be exploring the famous but still mysterious Kumano Kodo here in the south of Wakayama. The location of Kumano is extremely isolated. To the north, it has been separated from the rest of Japan by vast mountains and forests, and to the south, opening to the endless Pacific Ocean. Because of that, Kumano was long been believed to be the edge of the world. And that's why, for years, waves of visitors have arrived here, from the imperial family and samurais, all the way to the failed merchants or the practicing monks. From the beautiful seaside town of Tanabe, they will bid farewell to the ordinary world, carrying with them their regrets, reflection, or faith, turn left into the mountains, and entering the Kumano Nachi route, seeking a chance for renewal. This tiny shrine is called the Takijiri-oji. There are hundreds of these little oji shrines scattered along the Kumano Kodo, and they can be seen as something similar to checkpoints along the trail. But this Takijiri-oji in particular is more famous because it marks the official beginning of the sacred Kumano area, the edge of the world. Closely connected to the belief of being the edge of the world is another idea consisting of 3 steps: the past, the return, and coming back to the present. And what's corresponding with each of these 3 stages are the 3 great shrines of Kumano, also known as the Kumano Sanzan. And the first of these major shrines to be encountered on this road is the Kumano Hongu Taisha, often interpreted as representing the past, or the symbolic death of the old self. In the past, the original site of Kumano Hongu Taisha, now known as the Oyunohara, was often impacted by flooding. And some people happen to interpret that in a more philosophical manner, if such sacred place could be turned into dust in an immediate accident, so may the fall of one's status or the loss of one's power be one of the most natural things to encounter. And to keep moving forward, the death of some older desires may be inevitable. Before going to the next major shrine that represents renewal and rebirth, there's a question that some people may want to ask. Does everyone really want to go back to the ordinary life that they came from? And the answer is no. Behind me is the Buddhist temple of Fudarakusan-ji, sitting just below the mountain of Nachi and facing the Pacific Ocean. According to Buddhism, the world we currently live in is destined to be a world full of impermanence and suffering. So, for some believers, the ultimate goal of the years of spiritual practice was not to save the world, but instead to reach a level of enlightenment that will allow them to go to the pure world, a world of peace and equality, like heaven. And also because Kumano was considered as the edge of the world, In ancient time, some monks here in the Fudarakusan-ji would actually ride the little wooden boat with no sails or oars, just some food and having the door sealed from the outside, and sail out to the Pacific, trying to reach the world of the Pure Land. And this tradition started from the 10th century until being banned by the government in 1734, lasting almost 800 years. And most of the monks that sailed out didn't come back, so highly not recommended to try yourself. And for the majority of people who still have attachments, desires, or faith in this world, and wish to return to it, the next destination lies in the mountainous region of Nachi. Before the construction of the second major shrine, the Kumano Nachi Taisha, the Nachi waterfall had already been worshipped for centuries. For many believers, this waterfall was seen as a sacred sign of renewal and rebirth. And of course, the idea of rebirth is not limited to the follower of Shinto. Right next to Kumano Nachi Taisha stands the Buddhist temple of Seiganto-ji. Even if you have never heard its name before, you are likely to have seen this iconic picture of its pagoda standing in front of the Nachi waterfall. The main deity worshipped at Kumano Hayatama Taisha is called Izanagi no Mikoto, the god in Japanese mythology who returned from the land of the dead, back to the world of the living. Regardless of whether it was the people returned with the Izanagi, or the monks sailing out towards the Pure Land, all travelers struggling along the mountain path of Kumano probably looked equally strange in the eyes of the curious cat and the old trees. But of course, they are not the same. Some left their desires behind the incense smoke of Kumano Hongu Taisha, never asking them to be back again. Some surrendered their obsession to Nachi waterfall, letting them fall down with the cliff together with the rushing stream. And some, seconds after stepping out of the Kumano Hayatama Taisha, seemed to forget everything about Kumano, almost as if the journey had never happened.